100 miles with the marches in London, and I never saw a violent act in all that time. You'd go back home and look at the evening news and find suddenly that there had been violence and arrests and so on. Even the police we spoke to a lot, seemed to be unaware of the arrests. And it was an extraordinary experience to take part in those, because I walk with sticks and I'm slow. So if I start near the beginning of one of these walks, I usually end up near the back, which means you see nearly everybody who is actually in the march. People of such variety, acts of kindness you just wouldn't believe. And young headscarf ladies, most of them from the NHS, making a cordon sanitaire for disabled people who they identified me as, but who would say, why don't you join us and we'll make a ring around you so that you can walk safely without stumbling. And then they'd say, bring wheelchair users in to join, because they say, you've got the right to protest as well and to speak up for Palestinians. I saw such expressions of love. It was from Muslims, Christians, people of no religion, and conspicuously Jewish people, not just the many ultra-Orthodox Jewish people who are so anti-Zionist, who say Zionism is what do they call it? Zionism is massacre, I think they say. Judaism is religion. Don't quote me on that, because in fact it's not a massacre, it's something else. But they do not identify with the state of Israel at all. We met people by the side of the road who would call us over and say, I am an Israeli Jew and I'm here visiting London at the moment, and we just want to say that we support you, though we don't really think we ought to walk beside you. And variants of that, and then other people who were much more forthright and who were calling really for the end of the division. Very heartening. And then you go back and you hear all the propaganda about hate marches. And you're thankful for the little Australian guy we met at the end of one of the marches who'd made a special tiny placard which said, I hate Cruella, Braverman. Only it was Cruella, I beg your pardon, I hate Cruella, Braverman. But it was all in the very best of spirit. No. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say now, but no, it's just a privilege to be back in Orkney. I lived here for 20 years, very active in human rights work all my life, and started my work in Northern Ireland quite a long time ago, as you can probably hear the remnants of. And now back on a very brief visit to Orkney, which is just a complete joy, especially a day like that. I haven't seen a day like that on the south coast of England for a very long time. No. Will that?
Well, I am so happy to be able to record something here at the group today. They're weekly getting together. The energy of the residents of Orkney and the caring as a way to express it and to be supportive is something that you can feel here in Kirkwall. Hopefully you can feel it in Gaza. I, Stephen, work out of Oxford and have been lucky enough to be doing work in Gaza directly almost every week with psychosocial support, obviously online and connecting with the FTC there. And excited on a new project we're doing with MIT to get the students and the faculty at MIT to be helping. Recently, last week, we sent a notice out to the students there in Gaza that if they were interested in joining the small online courses that MIT is now offering to any of the students there in Arabic, that would be helpful. And over 100 students in Gaza and some in the West Bank actually took us up on that. And so we're excited about that. But I'm just need to pause and say how your reality there is one that needs to be opened up, made more visible. People need to be able to feel what you're going through, and it's wonderful to be part of a group who has decided that they're going to make that happen here in Orkney.
And if you haven't signed this painting, we've got number 3 on the go, and we've had lots of signatures in various languages, including Greek today, so thank you for that. And I do have copies of the painting if anyone would like a copy for yourselves. So just come and speak to me afterwards. And finally, Brian still has some zaytun produce, which is olive oil and dates. So we're right here. So if you'd like to stock up on fair trade goods, please come up afterwards and see. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. And I know that Ian and Kathy, who are joining us from London today, probably won't be here next week, but they have been taking part in all of the marches in London. So thank you so much for taking part, sharing the Orkney spirit down in London. So again, I can collect up your posters, and if there's not a permanent ceasefire, we will be back here again next week. So once again, thanks everyone so much for coming, and we'll see you. Cheers.